So this last week has been quite an adventure. I started out with the plans for a vlog and getting prepared to being at home inside doing work. Now you can hear in the background a little space heater. That is actually a key element to my situation because this last week we've gone from snow being completely iced in to flood warnings, wind advisory, to having ourselves finally getting out of the mess. But in the process, a lot of places were getting flooded. There's a lot of areas in the neighborhood that have actually gotten flooded. My office area included. That's why the chaotic mess in the background. The space heater has been a godsend. So my 3 tips. When you get your coats and stuff soaked, don't wash them. Wring them out if they need to and throw them in the dryer. It's going to be the fastest, quickest, easiest way to get them dried. Or use a space heater and drape them with a space heater up against them. Not up against them, but close enough to air dry them. 2, I went through 3 pairs of shoes. A tennis shoe, and then a smaller Vans shoe, and a set of snow boot kind of shoe. And I had to put those in front of the space heater. You can't put those shoes into the dryer simply because of the way they're manufactured. They are not sewn, they are glued. With a very hefty glue, but they are glued. I have not found a pair of shoes yet that are truly sewn, unless they're like sports, and even then, it's not always sewn. So those I put in front of the heater because you want to keep the wash times down and keep the drying times down to a minimum unless they're like in desperate need. Otherwise, it's better to hand wash with a cloth to wipe them down. I only know this because I am one of the hardest on shoes. I go through shoes like 1 pair every 3 months, if not quicker than that. If anybody, I give you guys a shoe challenge. If you guys know of a shoe that I can not go through in 3 months, I want you to tell me about it. Tell me about it in the comment section, please. I am looking for a shoe that I will not go through. And I mean, I've even gone through Birkenstocks very quickly. I am not easy on shoes. Clothing is the next challenge. And yeah, I think those 2 are the biggest ones. So if you can, please just let me know. So for this video, those are my how-to tips to get things done quickly and dried. I did manage this this dresser in the background actually had water under it. I had to pull everything out. I had to dry everything up because it was completely flooded. I woke up early in the morning and I had to cancel all my appointments so that I could get it all cleaned up, and everything got kind of messed up, so I had to actually towel and throw the towels into the dryer after they were done and reuse them. I'd use them, I would use them up, but the base of this is concrete, unfinished concrete, so I had to use towels, otherwise it would have ruined the mop. So anyways, I went through 3 different coats as well, and I took the 3 coats and I had to throw them into the dryer because the heater was just taking too long. I needed the coats a lot faster, and we were having torrential rains, and the rains have subsided now, now being the 8th, roughly. I think it's the 8th. Anyhow, it's been all week, torrential rainstorms. It slowed down starting yesterday, but the winds have still been picking up. The winds are not that bad, except for it knocks out the power, which thankfully we only had flickers. We did not actually lose our power. We did lose our power for a little bit back earlier in February of 2021, But otherwise, we're doing pretty good so far. But December was really the worst. The last week was a historical winter final. So anyways, my 3 tips to get your shoes dry: put them in front of a heater. Same with the coats, put them in front of a heater, or throw them into the dryer. And mopping up a flood, a very, very mild flood, like you've just caught it and you see it coming, pull all the stuff away from the area, get it cleared out, and then dampen it up with some towels or with a mop. If it's worse, it needs a shop vac and a pump, and could end up needing some professional help. So there you go, for a little mini tutorial from my week of questionable weather events, and the fact that my vlog has been canceled for right now because of the COVID Delta, then Omicron, and we are now back into a pandemic mode. So all classified elective surgery has been postponed because Omicron has gone crazy. So now my scheduled surgery is for the 1st of March. Fingers crossed that it'll work, because if it's still bad, it's not going to happen. Anyhow, until next time.